Hey everyone, this is Tito, and welcome back to a Kerbal Space Program tutorial. Today we're going to be talking about efficient launches versus inefficient launches. An inefficient launch is one where you're wasting too much fuel by going straight up, getting up to apoapsis, then turning to face your horizon, and then burning to circularize. It's ridiculously inefficient. It's like walking a 90-degree block instead of just cutting across the grass. Today we're going to learn to cut across the grass, so to speak. So what you're going to do is you're just going to launch straight up like normal, but when you've reached about 100 meters per second or so, we're going to start to turn over in a fake gravity turn. It's not going to be a real gravity turn. We're not going to turn off SAS, and we're not going to let gravity do the work. We're just going to follow our prograde marker down the nav ball. A couple of important things to keep in mind is you want to reach the 45-degree marker on your nav ball between 10 and 15,000 meters above the surface of Kerbal. If you're a little bit faster than that, it just means you're coming in too shallow. You're wasting a lot of fuel that way. You might not make it to orbit. If you're much above that, it just means you're going too far straight up. It's not as bad because you probably won't die, but just try to keep it to where you're going to hit that mark at about 15,000 meters. All you're going to do is just keep following that prograde marker down the nav ball until your apoapsis reads 75,000 or so. So a quick cut, and we'll see you after that. And welcome back. So we now have an apoapsis of about 75,000 meters. We can go ahead and put Kerbal as our focus. Click on the apoapsis marker to add a maneuver and just pull out our prograde marker until we've reached orbit. It should be a very efficient and cheap maneuver if we've executed our launch correctly. So as you can see, we can get into a circular orbit with only 236.5 more meters per second of delta V. That means we had a very good launch. In the next episode, we are going to tackle efficiency in maneuvers around the moon and why you shouldn't be burning retrograde as soon as you enter orbit.